Why am I on TikTok? Get off your feed. Block me then, fatty. This person is ugly. Oh my god, I was right. Oh, how sad. Must be hard waking up every morning.
Found the Olipop Barbie. Hold on. You want to see my official review? Check out mine. Okay, so but isn't the packaging so cute? Okay, so let's talk, because I feel like we need to talk. So Trisha Paytas is popping off. This was the most entertaining episode I've seen in a while. I was tapped in. I was hooked in. Trisha Paytas, I think, watches us every now and then when she gets bored. And we have a lot to talk about. And she even spills tea about Jason Nash and David Dobrik. And although I love when she... There's nothing more that I love the most is when Trisha Paytas pops off on David Dobrik or James Charles. Like, those two are like my favorite. Like, when she just goes all in, you know what I'm saying? I just like when she turns on people. It's so funny to watch. Like, she just really goes in. Okay, so anyways, I just want to say this. And then her co-host, Oscar, I think that's his name. His laugh, it's been a while since I got an infectious laugh like that. Oh, by the way, I do want to say a big thank you again. I'm in a process of moving. I know YouTubers are always moving, but check it out. Isn't this so cute? Like, I found this in my closet and I just want to show it to you again. I love it so much. Okay, so let's talk. So first of all, James Charles is currently getting canceled. He's getting dragged because he's calling his fans fat again. And one of the fans, which is a woman who bought thousands of dollars of his makeup, is really upset about it. Like, how are you gonna call your fans fat? Okay, but I think he's copying, somebody that, whatever. So anyways, I just want to say this. The person is mad. She wants to give away all his makeup. Here we go. Roll it.
Of a different kind. Now, most of you guys know that I review makeup for fun. This is what I do. I'm obsessed with makeup. However, the other day I joined a live because some of my friends were contestants in that live. And some of you already know, just by me saying that, what the deal is. I have never personally, purchased any of James Charles's products. Has nothing to do with him personally at the time. I just never tried it, never knew where to buy it. I didn't even know it was available on TikTok, guys, just to be quite honest. Now, I'm going to tell you, as most of you women know, I spend thousands of dollars a year on makeup. I do multiple reviews. None of these things are paid. This is all out of Wendy's pocket, nobody else's. Now, I'm going to tell you, I dropped an asinine amount of money before even paying attention to the live. I bought everything that he had on his live at the beginning, before any flash sales or any of that stuff was done. I went in and placed multiple different orders so I could get free shipping and whatever the thing is. But I purchased it all. Now, here's going to be where my conundrum is going to be. This old white lady, since I heard you say that, 20 times during your live, bought your whole entire collection, James. And let's go ahead and take it one further. This old fat white lady purchased your whole entire collection. If you are going to be inside of a TikTok live, you don't win friends and influence people and gain customers by alienating 90% of your clientele. And first of all, talking about people's weight is not acceptable any way, shape, or form, because you do not know why they are fat, if they have health problems that cause it, or whatever the case may be. It's not acceptable, sir.
Now, as of the time of making this video, James Charles has not responded. So just know that. Here we go, roll it.
One of these products that I purchased from you, honestly, I should send it back, but I'm not going to even review your palette or any of this or any of these, because I did purchase them all, and multiple of your little painted palettes. I'm going to give them away to my loyal fans here on my page, because after hearing you speak, the way you talked about women, the way you talked about older women, the way you talked about fatties, I don't want anything to do with your brand. You lost a customer that would potentially pay you thousands of dollars. Because I review makeup, you have completely turned me all the way off. And it has nothing to do with your product, nothing to do with your brand. It's you as a person. You need to grow up. You need to learn how to talk to people and treat people. You have literally alienated a whole entire makeup community by your words and by your personality, and you probably should never go live again because you just cost yourself thousands, probably hundreds of thousands of dollars by the way you spoke to people and what you said to people. And calling people rats, are you kidding me? I'm just saying, bro, like, think about what you do before you do it, because you went out there as a representative of your brand, not as yourself, as the owner of a brand. Do better, grow up, mature, because what you did was piss off a lot of...
Okay. Here's what I have to say. I think that it's bad for business. Although I think I know where James Charles is coming from. I'm not defending James Charles because James Charles can defend himself. Duh. He can do that. The only way out of it from a PR marketing standpoint is if he says he was joking, it's a parody. That's the only way he can get out of it. But he's still going to lose followers, especially because he's the CEO now of his own makeup brand. With that being said, everything he does is held to the fire, kind of like the Papa John CEO. Remember that drama? So this is not a good look, and this will forever be a beauty mark because people are going to bring this up. And it's so funny that they're bringing this up, but not like the other allegations and stuff like that. It's just... it's like people pick and choose like what they want to say about certain people. So it's like, whatever, girl. I just think that this is gonna follow him, and I think that he should make a statement. He really should. Like, he really, really, really needs to say something because this is getting bad to the point where, girl, people who don't even know what the hell James Charles is talking about this. And it's just a moment of time before Jeffree Star picks up on it and makes a comment and makes it even worse. But I wonder what his friends, like Laura Lee and Manny MUA, what they have to say about that. I just, like, are they okay with that? Like, are you going to chime in on that? They do have a drama podcast. Are they going to talk about that? But this is like a perfect example of when you go too far. When you can do things as a YouTuber or TikToker, but you really can't do that same thing when you're like a beauty brand owner. That makes sense? Because you're held to a different standard, right? Or is you going to get a pass? I don't know, guys. Let me know what you think about that. Oh, the lipstick I'm wearing today is the Prada lipstick. I'll show you the shade in a minute. Hold on. Look. It's like putting lipstick on a pig. All right, so check this out. I'll put the lipstick shade in the YouTube shop if you guys want to check it out. All right, so Trisha Boom Boom Paytas is at it again. I have notes. I have lots of notes to go over. I was sitting here like casually watching the podcast and like just cleaning up the house and stuff like that, or watching my assistant clean the house, and so then like barking orders. You know how it goes. So I was like, hey, you missed a spot. Wait, can you check the mail real quick? Like, very much that. Okay, I keep it real. Okay, I'm respectful. I keep it real. All right, so here we go. No, I'm just joking. I help out sometimes. Okay, so this all started because JoJo Seawall decided to come out, crawl out of her little hole of her cave, and decided to basically say that and this is so weird. Like, this is the one part I don't like about YouTubers, is like they will be so friendly in your face and happy, like they're having a good time, and like y'all will film video, and then like a year later, well, I just feel so uncomfortable when I was filming with her. And it's like, okay, what? Like, you literally were on set filming and you couldn't say anything then? You waited years to say something? That's the weird part of it, right? Like, for example, like JoJo Seawall being like 13 years old and filming with adults who are like 27 or 30 or whatever, or 50 or 60, whatever the case may be, and then turning around and saying like, well, I just know that they were using me. I'm on to them, and I just know. Girl, you knew what we were signing up for. You weren't complaining when you got the check from the AdSense. Shut up, okay? It's like, whatever. Like, JoJo Seawall to me sounds like a chain-smoking drag queen. Like, it's just so weird to me. And then she speaks like she knows it all. Like, you ever meet those people that like you can't ever tell them anything, and you'll literally be like, yeah, so I'm really saving up my money, I'm gonna go to Paris for the summer, and then they'll be like, oh, we're going to Barcelona for 3 weeks in summer and winter, and they're always trying to outdo you. That's JoJo Seawall to me. Like, she just seems like, you know what? I think she's a narcissist. Can I just say that? Like, I've just been watching her career. I think she's a narc. I just want to say it, whatever. And like, so Trisha Paytas is a narcissist, but she, like, Trisha Paytas maybe will check like maybe 5 boxes of narcissism, but like JoJo Seawall checks like 10. So there's like levels to it. Okay, I probably check like 3, but everyone checks like a few boxes. But like JoJo Seawall checks all the boxes for me.
Here, this is tough for me. This is tough for me because me and Trisha were friends. Did we go to dinner together? No. If we saw each other at an event, were we friends and would we say hi and would we talk for a second and catch up and say, oh, I miss you? Yes, we would. And we did videos together when I was a kid. And what's so interesting is Trisha has a lot of shit to say about me nowadays. And that's fine. A lot of people have a lot of shit to say about me nowadays. But what hurts my heart is a lot of people who were friends with me when I was a kid are friends with me now. And that tells me that they weren't friends with me because they were using me. Because as a kid, I did bring a lot of views. I brought a lot of views to a lot of people's videos, my own. But also if somebody did a video with me, it brought a lot of views to their videos. And that's not me flexing. That's not me saying blah, blah. It's literally like the number fact. And what breaks my heart, not for me as a 21-year-old, oh my God, I just said I'm fucking 19, bitch. You are 21. Literally find it. What breaks my heart, not as a 21-year-old, but it breaks my heart for that 14-year-old that did videos with Trish, thought Trish actually liked her, like thought Trish, like, I don't know, like I knew me and Trish weren't like gonna be besties, but I did like her as a YouTuber and I did think she was really cool. And so when we did videos together, like I thought it was really fun. Like I thought she was in it for genuine reasons because a lot of YouTubers were. Everyone I'm still friends with to this day and like still very close with, still that we hang out at parties, like they're literally my people. But Trisha is the only one that has traded for some reason. And I mean, she has her valid reasons, I guess, but I don't know. It's just very confusing to me because she does have her valid reasons, but I don't think she realizes, you know what, say what you want, but then why the were you friends with me at 14? You were an asshole and you were using me. And now that I'm 21, I can see that. You know what I mean? What is with me and not knowing my age today? Let me find it. But now being 21, I look back at that and I'm like, okay, all right, I see what she was doing there. And that's fine, like totally fine. But like, ow, you dressed up as me. You put your hair in a side ponytail and bow. You wore a rainbow tutu. You wore my hoodie. And now I know you were not doing that to be like fun and have fun and like make a video. You were doing that to make fun of me, you asshole. Like I was a 14-year-old kid. Find it. Can it? Don't do that. That's not cool. What if someone did that to your kid? You wouldn't like that. You wouldn't be cool with that. And so yeah, seeing her stuff on the internet, anytime she talks about me, I'm like, dude, just shut the up. Get your views somehow else. Like you're literally Trisha Paytas. You're a icon. You are an icon. You have created some of the most viral videos out there. Come up with something else. Like anything else. But it's fine. She's gonna do what she's gonna do.
When it comes to narcissistic behavior and tendencies, I would even go further in saying that she's a covert narcissist. Okay.
In order for somebody to be considered narcissistic, there are several distinct and identifiable features that go along with that are in play. For example, highly narcissistic people are very controlling. They're very self-absorbed. They have attitudes of entitlement. They have low levels of empathy. They're users and manipulators. They have what we call alternate reality. They just kind of make up things to suit their narrative as they go along. They must be superior. They have a pathological defensiveness because they're so busy propping up a false self. Those are the features that we talk about when we refer to narcissism. Now, some people are so out there and they're so overt in the way that they display their narcissism, they don't leave a whole lot of room to the imagination. There's a whole category, though, of narcissism that we refer to as covert narcissism because all of those ingredients are inside that person, but you don't necessarily see it right up front. And these individuals can go quite some time in the way that they engage with people, covering it up, only to find out later on that those characteristics have been there for the duration. And so you're over there thinking, well, why didn't I see it? And how do you detect if somebody truly is a covert narcissist? Now, there's one enormous way that you can tell if a person is a covert narcissist, and it's simply this. their external persona is very inconsistent with their behind the scenes persona in private. That's how you're going to tell. These individuals have, it's like they have two different ways of doing things. Going to see and measure, and then two, what people behind the scenes actually see. Now,
okay. Like, and I would, that's one thing I don't like. At least Trisha Paytas being a narcissist, you'll know, like, in your face. But then a covert narcissist, because they try to fake it. They're like sneaky snakes. Anyways, so then Trisha Paytas decided to chime in, which I love it so much. And she basically was like, girl, I'm not going to hang out with you. You're a kid. So here's what Trisha Paytas had to say. Here we go, roll it.
The first sentence.
Whoa. I'm not Colleen. I'm not becoming friends with 13-year-olds over here, okay?
Oh my God.
We were friendly, and she was very nice and very sweet. But there was no hanging out, just to be clear. There was zero hanging out outside of filming. Zero. I got invited to New Year's Eve, and I thought it was weird. And that, and I didn't go, because I was like, she's very young. I can't go spend New Year's Eve. Okay, so just to be clear,
So the first sentence already debunked.
not because of JoJo. JoJo's sweet, but she was very young.
Okay, and then JoJo Seawall went off again. Who care? But let me show you that.
My exact piece that I want to say. The internet can take a lie and run so far with it, so far that it's to the point where you just can't do anything about it. And I've had that happen to me, and I know Colleen very, very, very well, and I think the work that Colleen has done for the internet is incredible. I think her creativity is incredible. Miranda Sings is a character, is a comedian, and I think that it's very hard to be a character where people are also looking at you as you're a real human behind that character. And I think being a comedian is very hard because you were able to do things years ago that were okay, and now that we've grown and we've matured, we've realized that they're not okay. You know what I mean?
How is it for you now being her friend and reading some of what we read? Do you think it's all a lie? Do you think it's like, have you talked to her?
There have been a lot of people on the internet who have gotten hit with this cancellation. And a lot of them I know, some of them I don't know. And I look at it and I see that this is a sensitive subject. Somebody who is affected by any sort of anything having to do with adults, and I mean, for real grooming it's a very sensitive thing.
So then we get on the topic, right, of just some more things about Trisha Paytas' ex's friends and Jason Nash and David Dobrik and things like that. And I will say this, right?
He quit the podcast, right? So I was like, all right, that's out. That was a huge moneymaker.
Was that like, did you guys have a $20 million offer from Spotify?
Yeah. Every year, Josh.
Jason's like, we'll take it.
Yeah, and Dave, yeah, I did say that. And Dave, God bless his heart, is not about money at all. Dave will go live he'll go be a teacher in Vernon Hills. He just doesn't care. But he doesn't have a family to support either. He doesn't have 2 kids. He doesn't have a kid going to an Ivy League school.
Which I give you so much credit for.
Thank you.
You don't talk about that a lot.
Sure.
But your son Wyatt got into an incredible Ivy League school. Not cheap, I hear. And like,
no.
You work so hard and do these things, like, only to be able to support that, which is what else is there in life than to support your kids?
Yeah, I mean, that's all I care about.
We're talking about an offer from a podcast that Jason, you and David did together. And David's audience was absolutely enormous. Like $20 million might not have been anything at the time.
It was higher than that then.
For like the actual reach that he was getting.
About 30.
It was higher. It was above 30?
Yeah.
What were you getting off that 30?
30%.
Oh, kill me.
Nice. That's nice.
And this is what separates me from like a lot of other people who do commentary on the internet. It's like, I'm not afraid to be like, you know what? I know this may be an unpopular opinion, but this is how I feel. This is how I feel about Jason Nash. Okay. I know a lot of people don't like him. I get it. Because when I I battle Jason Nash on TikTok from time to time, and the comments are just like hating, they're just trolling him in the house. Then they'll trickle over to me and they'll do the same thing, like, I can't believe you're battling grandpa and stuff like that. And I'm just like, y'all are so rude. So like, here's the thing, right? One thing you can say whatever you want to say about Jason Nash, is you can't say that he's lazy. Like, he hustles. Like, he hustles, okay? And just like I hustle, Trisha Paytas hustles, like, everyone hustles. Even though like my hustle is different from your hustle and your hustle is different from my hustle, we all hustle nonetheless, you know what I'm saying? I struggle too, you struggle too, but we struggle differently, you know? So I'm not gonna knock Jason Nash for that. I just, when I see Jason, like, this is what I see. Because I feel like I have, like, discernment, right? And I see through Jason. I just feel like he's like, you know what? I gotta make a buck, girl. Like, I need the coin. I got mouths to feed. And this is what I gotta do. This is what I gotta do. And even though people are always pooping on David Dobrik, he's my friend. I can't say anything wrong. Like, I'm gonna be a good friend. And the sad part about Jason Nash is, like, I have been there. When you're, like, in personal life, not like in anything y'all know, whatever. But like, I've been there where it's like you are just really, really, really like down for somebody. You're down like 4 flats, and you're just like, I'm in your corner, man. Like, I'm on your side, and they just don't see you. And I feel like Jason Nash is that. Like, he's really loyal to David Dobrik, and David Dobrik just doesn't like value Jason Nash like he should.
About the $20 million Spotify deal. You see this?
No.
Yeah, so one of his friends, we don't have to say who, was on a podcast with Josh Peck, and Josh was saying, was the $20 million deal real about the podcast? I guess every year Spotify offered them $20 million for views, and he's like, no, because David just doesn't care about money. He would go be a school teacher in Vernon Hills. I was like, first of all, David cares. I know. I was like, what? Yeah. Like... He's justifying this for real. Like, do they think we're dumb? Like, what?
No, are you? That's how it was said. It wasn't a joke.
No. He's like, it's very Scotty Sire. Like, David could never do that. He's a nice guy. It was David doesn't care about money. He doesn't care about. He'll be a school teacher. No, he wouldn't. Yeah, he has like water fountains, doing a Hawaiian punch. Like, he's definitely cares about money. He's definitely cheap. Never once I see him pay for dinner ever. The long time I knew him, everyone else would pay except for him, which is why, like, literally so cheap. Hasn't paid Jeff Wittick's bills. Allegedly committing insurance fraud to pay him out of workers' comp. Like, this guy cares deeply about money. Otherwise, you would settle with Jeff and be like, "Here's some money. I ruined your life." If he cares about money. So the fact that he just, like, 20 million is just not a lot to him because he is so rich, but he definitely cares about money. But the way he was framing that was like, yeah, he doesn't care about.
So,
Josh Peck, like, he kind of went in, but also was very like light about it and stuff like that too. He was very much.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that was.
Can you
wild.
imagine David Dobrik giving it all up to be a teacher in Vernon Hills?
He's like, he would, because he just doesn't care about money like that. I was like, he's literally so greedy, so money hungry, would brag about how much money he'd get for every brand deal, never pay for a dinner, like, ever, like, literally the cheapest person I know. All those cars he gave away were part of brand deals, which he got double those cars. Like, it's like, he's cheap, and he cares about money deeply, and he doesn't compensate his friends, yeah, it was crazy. I saw that, I was like, I have a whole segment that says more ick guys, so I was like,
that is a
and I think this one was ew, men, ew.
And I've always felt that way. Because, like, it just mind blows me that David Dobrik doesn't throw him a couple hundos or something, or a couple racks, and be like, thank you for your loyalty, you've been a good friend, and like, you don't gotta do that. You don't gotta be on TikTok, girl. You don't got, you know what I'm saying? Let's plan a tour for you. Like, let me help you. Like, it's giving that, you know what I'm saying? But I also have this theory, and I've never told anybody this, but I just want to say this, because I came to me the other day. I was thinking, I was like, maybe the reason why David Dobrik is not accepting $30 million deals, but accepting big sponsorships, and he's really laying low right now, is because of the lawsuit with Jeff Wittick. So he's like, hey, let this lawsuit blow over, let it run its course, and then after, I'll take up all the gigs, I'll do the podcast, I'll do the movies, I'll do the interviews, I'll do all that, so the money comes in. You know what I'm saying? I think that. It's almost like filing for bankruptcy on purpose and like spending all your money, and then you're like, well, I'm not it, and then you file that, okay, then you can start taking the movie roles. Like, I think that's what David Dobrik is doing, is like waiting it out. I've always thought that. But anyways, Trisha Paytas had a lot to say about Jason Nash and David Dobrik, and so here we go, roll it. Okay, so I felt like that whole entire thing, I was just like this the whole time. I couldn't get my mind off of it. Like, $30 million for a Spotify podcast? What? Do you understand, like, every year? Do you understand? I mean, I know people who do 6 nights a week on the Las Vegas Strip, and they don't even get 30 million. They get 1 million with that Caesar's Palace contract, girl. What? 30 million for a podcast? And Jason Nash gets 30%? What? I thought, what? What? Do you know how many chicken nuggets I could buy with $30 million, guys? Oh my God. That's insane. Like, I'm thinking, I'm just like, you could influence so many things. You could do so many things. You could change a lot. Anyways, I'm just sitting here, I'm just thinking about just like, I guess I'm in the wrong business, girl. But I guess it does pay to be David Dobr's friend, but then I guess sometimes it doesn't. I don't know. Anyways, let me know what you think about all that drama in the comments down below. What you think about it. Made this fun video, drop a heart in the comments down below. Help me out so much. And thank you guys for all the birthday wishes. Thank you. I love you so much. All right, I'll let you guys go. I got a bikini wax to go to, so I'll see you guys later. Mwah.